Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be discussing about something that has been happening in India, and we'll be discussing about some world affairs. So if you guys are not aware of what is happening, there had been an incident between India and Canada, and if you are aware of the situation, great. Then if you are not aware of the situation, I will just briefly describe what is happening. So after G20, after going back from the G20, the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced that there had been some like credible allegations on the involvement of Indian agents in the assassination of a particular Sikh activist in Canada. So this particular Sikh activist is named as Hardeep Singh Nijjar, and he is he was a like designated terrorist. He was declared a terrorist by India, but Canada had not taken any action regarding that one. So he recently got killed outside a Gurudwara in Surrey, Canada, and like after that, some certain escalations have been going on, and now the Canada has accused India of interfering in their foreign affairs, accused as a foreign interference. So what is going to happen from that? Yeah? And after that, there have been like different situations that they kicked out one of our diplomats. We kicked out one of their diplomats. Then India cancelled all the visa services from Canada. Like no Canadian citizen can come from Canada to India right now. But Indians can go there. They didn't cancel the visa of Indians because most of their income comes from India, because most of the students or most of the universities are filled with Indian students. So they didn't do that. Now what is happening is they had like kept on like working on that claim, and they had like allegedly said that they already have credible intelligence from Five Eyes. So Five Eyes, I'll just describe briefly what is Five Eyes. Five Eyes is an intelligence like network that involves five countries. So that is Canada, America, UK, New Zealand, and Australia. So these countries work together and share their information, and they collectively work together. So they already had information on this particular matter, and they had shared the information with each other regarding the assassination, and they are alleging that Indians have or Indian government have some involvement in that. So there have been some new escalations in that. So after the death of this particular Sikh activist, what happened is FBI, that is the intelligence, that is one of the investigative agencies in America, had reached out to some of the Sikh activists in America, alleging that there is some threat in their life, so they need to be careful. So they already have some information regarding that. So FBI had already warned the Sikh in the US about the death threats of Nijjar, and what this this is some of the things that are happening right now, and what it shows is they already knew something is up, and everybody has to be careful regarding that. The other thing is like they paid visit to several Sikh activists in California conveying the disturbing message, and like they had already reached out to some of the people. But what it suggests is that how did they get to know? Like if India, even if India is involved in that, then how did they get to know about this particular situation? So this is what the five eyes that I was talking about had earlier mentioned. The Canada received information from the Five Eyes partners. That is why Justin Trudeau had made this kind of allegations against India. So this is according to Telegraph, and like they are like constantly going at each other. They already have the information with them, and this is kind of creating a row between Indians and Canadians. But this brings another thing into perspective, like how did they get to know this? Even if Indian government is involved in that, then how did they get to know this? So their main source of income, they as they call us, through was through signals. So if it was through signals, then how were they able to access that signals? Were they spying on our Indian diplomats in Canada? So that is the next question that is coming up. According to Economic Times, we are like they are also asking the same thing. Did Trudeau government spy on Indian diplomats in Canada? Is that how they got the information? If that is the case, then it is a whole different story. They are making the allegations, and while they are spying on our Indian diplomats. That is what our current assumptions are. How did they get this information? So these are the current escalations that are happening. So India had asked Canada, like Canada had already, what Justin Trudeau says is that he had already shared all the information with India and asking India to respond, asking India to like help them in the investigation or get involved in investigation of this particular murder. So everything is going the geopolitics is getting really fun, and different things are happening in different period of time. So I'll keep on updating you about what is happening and what are the common things that can happen in case if this turns out really well, then how it is going to happen, because India is now emerging as one of the top. Our economy is the economy is significantly larger than Canada, and we are one of the tops also. We are also pushing the buttons. So let's see how this turns out. Thank you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will keep on updating you. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you, bye.